Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2021 mid-month general readings. Excuse me. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of November, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to be here to watch this video. Your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, feedback, support, all that you do. Thank you so much. I know my background has changed. It's just temporary. I'm doing a little bit of traveling, but I will actually be back in a few days by the time these post. And it's a little bit noisy in the area of this Airbnb I'm at, so I'm using the headset so that it doesn't interfere, hopefully too much. Okay, Aries, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of November 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aries. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate just a little bit differently for everyone who's watching. Watch all of your other sign videos for any additional insight and perspective. And if you find that something does resonate with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else. We are entering the holiday season, and personal readings do make great gifts. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that email info by clicking on the arrow below, the description link. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings, and I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. So email me directly if you'd like. And for those of you who are celebrating the upcoming holiday of Thanksgiving, I hope you have a wonderful, lovely, and safe, peaceful holiday. Okay, Aries, let's see what the last 2 weeks of November look like for you. I am using the Gilded Tarot Royale. Aries. Okay, Aries. We begin with the Ten of Wands, perhaps feeling a bit overwhelmed, but it's coming to an end. Tens in the tarot represent cycle ending, cycle fulfillment, but it also represents the full amount of the elemental energy that that suit can contain. And Wands is governed by the element of fire, which is action-oriented energy, creativity, passion, enthusiasm. But the Ten of Wands can represent, feeling overwhelmed by many things, or that you've carried something for quite some time and the time has come to put it down. The Eight of Pentacles, the worker bee card, nose to the grindstone. Maybe some of you are feeling a bit overwhelmed with work, a work project, or something that you've been putting your efforts into for some time. We have the Ace of Pentacles, practical new beginnings, new job, new project, moving, relocating, a combination of all of those. Sometimes just money. The Five of Swords, a hard-won victory, winning at all costs. Sometimes that cost comes at the cost of people or personal relationships. And sometimes it's worth it and sometimes it's not. That's usually the question in the Five of Swords. Is something worth going all out for no matter what it costs in order to achieve something? Ace of Pentacles. Sometimes this combination of cards, the Ace of Pentacles, is new beginnings in a practical way, whether it's a job, moving, relocating a new role. It could be being very ambitious or even overly ambitious. Or just working really hard at a new, so far, Aries, it looks like some of you may be considering getting a new job, a new project of some kind because you're overwhelmed with what you have been working on. Looks like it's coming to an end though, and there is a new opportunity in front of you. We have the Fool, brand new journey, stepping off the beaten path and trusting. Something a little risky, something you haven't done before. With the Two of Cups, the traditional soulmate, kindred spirit, best friends, can be love and romance, or just a best friend, kindred spirit, or a great partnership. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the last 2 weeks of November is the Knight of Pentacles. The slow but steady knight is the one knight guaranteed to cross the finish line to accomplish his goal, though. He's a little slower than the other brother knights, but it also represents opportunities. Looks like some of you have perhaps a new work or job opportunity, although we do have the traditional soulmate kindred spirit card, so it might be that a partner could have this new offer or opportunity as well. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. So kind of similar to your sister sign Leos. They had new opportunities too, although there was conflict around it. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, both in the same reading, could represent that there is a new offer or opportunity coming for you or perhaps a partner close to you. It might not be immediate, but it is coming in. Somebody might be considering it, you or your partner. Clarify Knight of Pentacles. Death, final endings, transformations, the Five of Wands, conflict. The Lovers, relationship crossroads, or needing to make a choice that's going to affect a primary relationship in a significant way. The choice might be about the relationship itself, or it might be, which it might be here, in another area of life, but may have a significant impact or effect on a primary relationship. And so there's conflict about it. Strange, because this is eerily similar to Leo's, but it feels like on the other side. And I do have to say, too, that with Leo's, there was a lot of fire and Aries energy with Leo's in terms of the other person. There's conflict here about an opportunity that's coming in, and it's causing conflict within a relationship or a partnership. It feels like the conflict or the arguing about it, there may be fear that it's going to change the relationship or ultimately end the relationship. Although it feels like it's in another area of life. It could be if you or your partner or a partner takes a new job or a new project of some kind, that it's going to change things significantly enough that you may feel that you or the other person, the partner here, it might feel like it's going to cause the relationship to end at some point, that it's going to change the nature of the relationship. Interesting. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Heavy burden coming to an end or needing to come to an end. Judgment, another major crossroads card. It's a call to action. What are you going to do one way or the other? With the Four of Swords, taking a temporary withdrawal to consider, reflect, recuperate, recover, contemplate, maybe seek out some wisdom and advice. It's interesting because the Four of Swords can often come up too when somebody's feeling just tired, exhausted, overwhelmed. And we have the Ten of Wands too. It's like, I need to make a decision about this, or whether I make a decision or don't make a decision, the outcome may change things permanently. I don't know which one of you this opportunity is for, Aries. For some of you, it might be you. For some of you, it might be your partner. But there's conflict because of it. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Temperance and the Moon. So the Eight of Pentacles is the effort you're putting into something, or work, period. Temperance and the Moon is a lack of clarity, a lack of full understanding. It can represent hidden fears. Temperance represents balance, or neither too much of one nor too much of the other. But there's a sense of not knowing here, and I think that's where, again, like Leo's reading, this opportunity, even though it might be a great opportunity, the conflict is that there's fear that it's going to change a partnership enough that it might end a partnership or make it less somehow. And this is an unknown at this point, but there's fear about it, which is what I'm getting here. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, new opportunities, new job. The Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. Really, this is a lot like Leo's reading. Divine timing and orchestration, meaning, as I often like to say, that God, spirit, angels, and guides have their fingerprints all over this new opportunity. Whatever this Ace of Pentacles represents, because it's a general reading, it's going to mean different things. New job, moving, relocating, a new project, a combination of all of those things. But it looks like it's being brought in by divine spirit. You can still say yes or no, or your partner still can. The Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords, stress, anxiety, worry, fear, insomnia, fear of an unknown future. We have the Nine of Swords and the Moon too. Somebody is really in fear of what this new opportunity might mean for the future of, I believe, a relationship or a partnership. Maybe they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to look at it, having difficulty making a decision because so much is unknown. There's so much fear and stress here. Clarify the Five of Swords. The Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability with the Ten of Pentacles, and really very defensive energy with the Seven of Wands. Somebody's invested a lot into something. The Five of Swords is a very defensive energy too. It's like somebody doesn't want to let go of what they have. So the simple story here, although there's going to be different variations on it for those of you watching, because for whom it resonates, because it's a general reading, right? But the simple story with different variations are there's a couple or a partnership here. There's some kind of offer or opportunity, and it might be for a partnership, but there's business, work, and job caught up into it. It's like there's an opportunity for a new job or a new start, but there's conflict within a partnership or a relationship because of it. And there's a lot of fear and anxiety and stress about how, if the person chooses to take this opportunity, if that's going to, it feels like there's fear that it's going to change maybe your day-to-day life together, the partnership in some way, that it's going to put the relationship itself at risk. And there's a lot of unknown fears about that. That's pretty much the gist of what I'm getting of this reading. Clarify the Fool, which is stepping off the beaten path into the unknown and trusting with that partnership. Two of Cups. For some of you, it's also making, trusting that the person who needs to make the decision is going to make the best decision possible. And if it means that, it might mean that one person making this choice or the other person has to step up to do something different. The Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, compromise, and negotiation, taking a risk, working with your partner, working with this other person. Six of Pentacles, gift giving, gift receiving. Yeah, somebody's really afraid here. And it might be both of you that are afraid. It's like somebody feels they should take this new opportunity because it's almost being presented in sort of a divinely orchestrated way. But there's all this fear. Clarify the Two of Cups. I don't think any definitive decisions are made during this time, but this is what I see playing out. Clarify the Two of Cups. Two of Wands. Which path to take? Which course of action to take? The Hanging Man, the Hermit. Don't know yet. The Hanging Man is not taking action. It's not being aggressive or pursuing. You're actually hanging there watching something playing out because you need to gain more information. Might be uncomfortable. There's a certain amount of self-sacrifice and not jumping forward to do something, but you're learning at the same time, and the Hermit does too. It's walking perhaps a solitary path for a certain period of time, or withdrawing from, the distractions of day-to-day life in order to kind of go within and get wisdom and contemplate, seek out wisdom, or get some feedback and wisdom from somebody else. It feels like no definitive decisions are made by the end of November for most of you, but you're contemplating what to do, whether it's you're the one making the decision on whether to take this new opportunity or not, or whether it's your partner and the fears around that. Do you support them? Do they support you? Is there a way you can kind of compromise and negotiate how this moves forward? These are the things that are kind of swirling around by the end of November. So let's end with pulling some advice and guidance cards for Aries for the last 2 weeks of November 2021. Strength, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, and moving forward, which often with the Fool card represents walking into what you're afraid of. Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Cups and the High Priestess. This is taking a look at what you have invested in something over time. And the Six of Cups is historical connections, which likely means this relationship or partnership. Taking a look at everything that you have invested in this long-term relationship partnership and trusting your intuition to make the best choice possible. Looks like Spirit is advocating that you face your fears, your doubts, and insecurities, which means kind of moving through this and working with this other person to move forward in some way. Decisions are going to have to be made. The opportunity also represents a relationship crossroads. So it's about facing the things you're afraid of, making the decision you feel intuitively is the best possible, but take a look at what you have to gain and what you have to lose as well with the potential decision. Okay, Aries, that is your reading for the last 2 weeks of November. I hope it was useful, validating, clarifying for you. Again, if it resonated with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, perhaps take a deeper look at something for yourself or as a gift for someone else, email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that by clicking the description link. I would be delighted to hear from you and even more delighted to work with you. Again, those of you celebrating Thanksgiving, have a wonderful, safe, lovely holiday. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the December general readings. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.